All right, Chipola Nation, we're here with Jimmy Hendricks, Associate Head Coach of the Lady Indian Softball team. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing good.
Fantastic. Well, it looks like we're off to a good start. We're 18-3 on the season. Got some games coming up Saturday with Spartanburg Methodist. And a new development, we're going to be playing the French national team. We just found out about that on March 23rd in Melbourne. What college?
We're actually going to play them at Space Coast.
Okay.
A lot of the teams national teams are coming over, and they're playing at different parks. And the French national team is actually playing at Space Coast Park, which is the home, or used to be the home of the Washington Nationals.
Wow.
Spring training. So we're going down there and going to play them.
That's very cool. And we played the Chinese national team last year, so we're getting, our girls are getting a little taste of international softball.
And we still have that in the works too. Again, they're actually in Vero. Actually, they left and they're coming back in March to Vero, and they're going to play some games. So when they get back, then we're going to try to find a date and see if they'll come up and play again.
That's great. If you want to see the Lady Indians in action in Mariana, we've got games this Saturday, March 2nd, against Spartanburg Methodist at noon and 3. And then Wednesday the 6th, Kankakee Community College at 4 and 6 on Wednesday, March the 6th. And then right after that, on March 14th, that's when it matters. All of these are kind of warm-ups, but the Panhandle Conference race starts. We travel to Pensacola on March 14th. And then and explain again how we do this. In the first round, we do double headers.
The first two rounds, so that we'll go, I guess, 2 rounds of home and away.
Okay.
So we'll play Pensacola. The next time they'll come to us. And then the third round, it'll actually be a single game.
Okay.
And this year, I think we're going to Pensacola, and we're going to Tallahassee, and Northwest is coming to us, and Gulf Coast is coming to us.
Okay.
So.
All right. So great. So the Panhandle Conference race, that's what it's all about. Right now, we're 18-3. You feeling pretty good about that?
Yes and no. We've been on a little roller coaster, and it's something we've talked about. We'll play good one game, and the next game we'll just kind of play average. And we're just trying to get over that. But it's some young kids and some kids that's getting a chance to play that just got to learn how to compete every game.
Right. And every game matters, but these games do not matter as far as the conference race goes, and as far as qualifying for the state tournament and all that kind of stuff. So, and I know that all three of you coaches, you're trying to figure out who's going in which spot and all that kind of stuff.
And we have, and we've been putting some people in and giving some kids some chances, and hopefully by conference and maybe mid-conference that we'll have a definite answer, and we'll go from there.
Right, that's great. Want to talk about some individual performances on the team this year. Start out with, is it Ela?
It's Ayla.
Ayla
Infante.
Infante.
She is from Venezuela.
Okay.
Transfer from Crowder. She's leading the team in RBIs with 26.
Wow, and that's 21 games. She's got 26 RBIs, so that's pretty fantastic. Next up, Candela Figueroa. I was in the gym the other day, and the softball team was in the gym, and I watched a few of these gals doing stuff with barbells and stuff, and Candela Figueroa was absolutely working harder than anybody in the room. I mean, it was obvious.
Well, and she, when she got here, she dedicated her time while she was, at softball and working out and her academics that she was going to excel, and she really has. She's come into this year. I think she's batting .466. She's leading it today. She's actually tied with the team with 21 for 21 stolen bases with Haley Sandridge. They're both tied.
So we've played 21 games. Candela's got 21 stolen bases in 21 attempts, and so does Haley Sandridge.
Correct.
Wow. Well, we're doing something right in the stolen base department.
We are, and hopefully in the long run it'll develop some runs for us. But we're actually leading the country by, I think it was 60 stolen bases.
Man, that's
in
fantastic.
All of NJCA.
Wow, that's great. Also, Candela's hit 5 home runs on the year. So, and now where's she playing on the field?
She's usually catching the first game.
Okay.
And then the second game she'll play in the outfield.
Okay.
She's really a utility kid.
And she's fast.
She can run, and she's an athlete that can really play. And the one thing that surprises a lot of people is, college coaches when they call and ask her about her is, you know, is she a right-handed hitter, left-handed hitter? Well, being our leadoff, she's actually a right-handed hitter who can also hit for power.
Oh, man.
And who also can run. So I guess in our sport, it's you know, she's a 5-tool player.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. A great kid. And then Amy Woodham, who is our ace this year, she is 9-1 on the season with a .9 ERA. So where does that rank in the state?
And I haven't looked in the state right now. Everybody, there's some kids that have a .0 and they've thrown 5 innings.
Right,
So,
right.
It'll all end up, you know, at the end of the season you'll find out. But you know, she's pretty good. You know, the only loss she had, she got beat 1-0, and she only gave up 4 hits.
So she did her part. She just needed a
didn't
little
hit,
run
and,
support that she didn't get.
And it was one of them days where we were on the I guess the lull of the roller coaster.
Right.
We just didn't play well.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
now she threw well and the defense played, but we just didn't hit.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you know, I had some good news just recently. She committed to UAB, which is University of Alabama at Birmingham, which is with Coach Colitis up there, and he just took over the program, and I think they're going to do a great job. And you know, she committed Monday, and now she's off the table.
That's fantastic. And she's from Slocum, Alabama, right? So that's a little north of here. So her folks will be about 4 hours away from going to watch her play.
Yeah, that'll be close enough that they can still watch her play. And you know, and her situation is, you know, she's a 4.0 student through high school and in Chipola so far. So
Yeah.
you know, it's a great fit for her academically and athletically. So
Yeah, that's fantastic, and just a great kid. I mean, one of the nicest athletes that I've ever met at Chipola College. Well, Coach, man, it looks like we're off to a great start. We got some outstanding, you know, individual performances. How do you feel about the team as a whole? You know, we're 2 weeks away from the start of the Panhandle Conference play. Are we starting to gel? They starting to figure it out?
Team-wise, we're pretty good. We just got to be hitting on all cylinders at the right time. And right now, there's some games that we can, and then there's some games that it looks like we haven't played before.
Yeah.
And it's just really focused at times. We do play down to some teams, and right now we haven't got them to where, you know, they'll play consistent every game, and that's what we're trying to get at. And you know, we're putting them through the ringers a little bit and challenging them on some situations, and you know, hopefully it'll help us, you know, through the conference and then, you know, state tournament, national tournament.
Right. How's the league looking this year?
The league's pretty good. I mean, that's Panhandle Conference. You know, everybody's over 500. You've got Pensacola, who's got a pitcher that was just named Player of the Week.
Wow.
You know, and she's pretty good. And then you got, you know, Gulf Coast, who's, I think they're hitting 400 as a team. You've got Northwest, who's always athletic. And they're going to have some pitching, they're going to have some hitters, and they're going to run. And you got Tallahassee, who went this weekend, and, you know, they won 4 games at the tournament down south. So, you know, it's the Panhandle Conference.
Yeah, so no days off at all.
There's no days off, which I think helps whoever comes out of our conference to the state tournament. You know, I think it helps.
Right.
Playing a schedule, a conference like this that, you know, day in and day out, you're getting challenged.
Right. Yeah, because some conferences are obviously not as tough as this one, and so you can win, you know, another conference and end up at the state tournament, and you're like, wow, man, these people are really good, but we get it every day up here.
Well,
So.
I think it's 3 times a week.
Yeah, golly.
Through our conference.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it's pretty good. You know, there is no projections out right now, but you know, the teams to beat are, you know, all 5 of us.
Yeah, that's great. Now, where are we ranked, Coach, in the?
We're ranked second in the. We're ranked second in the state,
Okay.
and we're still second in the national polls, which I think a new one comes out next week.
And we're second behind Temple.
No, we're second. So we're second in the state behind Florida Southwestern,
Okay.
who's undefeated.
Okay.
Who is another team that is, you know, they were with us last year at the national tournament. Who we actually beat them in the national tournament. They beat us at the state tournament. We beat them in the nationals. So we're behind them in the state. They're behind us in the national polls.
Oh, okay. Now, who's number 1 in the national tournament?
In the national polls, it is Temple.
It's Temple. Who we beat. We recently beat them, but they beat us last year in the national championship.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So wow. So hopefully we might get another taste of Temple.
We'll see.
Yeah, fantastic. All right, Coach. Well, sounds like we're off to a good start, and we wish you the best. Again, if you want to see the team in action, Saturday, March 2nd, we host Spartanburg Methodist at noon and 3, and then Wednesday, Kankakee College, March 6th at 4 and 6. Well, we wish you good luck, Coach.
Well, thank you. Thank you.